What's going on, guys? Back with the podcast here with Slam Stapleton and the Wild Hendry right here.
The Wild Hendry himself.
Skits himself.
Skits.
You know, I thought about this long and hard.
Really?
Like, for about a week.
Really?
And I have finally come up with a good name for this podcast. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready, man. I'm hanging on to my seat. Let's hear it.
It is called D Podcast.
D Podcast?
D Podcast.
Yeah, boy!
Heck
Tell you
yeah.
what, that's...
Because what is
all right.
I mean, what do slackers get? D minuses. D Podcast. There you go.
Hey, it's
D Podcast.
warning, slacking may occur. It's entertainment, bro.
Yeah. Slacking may
That's
occur.
what we say.
That's our tagline right there.
You got it.
So, how is this Wild Hendry? How have you been? How's life been?
Well, I've been pretty good. Work's been awesome. Been working on a new design for something that I'm probably not allowed to talk about.
Oh, is it top secret? Is it like
Area
Area 51?
I don't know. It's not that secretive, but it's something for a test module for a board. That's the best way I can explain it, I guess. And personal-wise, today I just got a new laptop. And it's freaking awesome. Good old HP Envy here with a Intel Core i7 and I think 16 gigabytes of RAM. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'll if that's wrong, I'll correct on the next podcast, that is. And shout out to my boy EAD 900, Ethan David himself, for hooking me up with an awesome 90s retro gaming PC rig. I can't wait to see it next week. It's gonna have Voodoo 2 graphics card for those of you that PC gamed back in the late 90s. It's gonna have Windows 95 or 98. It's gonna have all the classics on there. I'm talking like Tomb Raider. We got Half-Life and Quake 3D. Even some of the old DOS stuff like Doom and Wolfenstein. Good stuff. That's about it. What have you been up to these days, mate?
Well, you might be wondering, why are we doing this so late?
Why are we doing it so late?
That's because there's been some stuff going on where I couldn't really get to it till today, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought about doing, what is that, Skype? I thought about doing Skype.
Right.
But, turns out I'm going to need a little bit of cash in order to do that, apparently. So,
I think you gotta pay if you want to call a phone number, but
yeah,
you can call other Skype accounts for free.
Oh, well, boneless. But anyway,
let's do it that way then.
Guess we do it that way then. But anyway, so yeah, it's a work in progress.
A work in progress indeed.
A lot of work in progresses here at It's Entertainment Bro, I guess. And,
got it.
I kind of started a childhood trauma video.
Childhood trauma.
Like all the TV shows and movies that kind of made me scared.
Oh boy.
As a young lad.
You know one that made me scared? Get
What?
ready to Linden laugh. Monsters Incorporated.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
I got paranoid when they flushed all the toys down the John. Because they were trying to hide the toys. I couldn't stand the thought of toys being flushed down the toilet. And just being gone forever. I didn't like that one bit.
You know what? Here's a sneak preview of the video. You know what scared me? One of the things that scared me?
What's that?
Arthur.
Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Arthur the Aardvark?
Arthur the Aardvark.
Hey, it's a wonderful kind of day. Hey!
Let's not get copyrighted. But anyway.
Oh, fair enough.
Arthur the show didn't scare me. It was more like DW scared me. growing up with a family that had like 4 sisters, like younger than me, it kind of, growing up as a young age too, like watching Arthur, it kind of made me like, wait, what if my sisters started acting like this? So
Like bratty acting.
yeah,
Oh.
what if they start acting bratty? What would I do? I'm getting agitated. I'm getting kind of anxious about it. What the heck? What would I do?
You know what I would do? I would just say, sorry, I'm not helping you buy.
Well, yeah, but back then,
Back then, it's a little different, I
it's
guess.
a little different. It's like really black and white.
Fair enough.
No real.
You got a valid point there.
Yeah, no real. Change, I guess. I don't know, whatever. But anyway,
All right.
Now let's
Sounds
get up-
dope.
yeah, it is. It's pretty dope. I got more stuff coming, but yeah, we're gonna go to California.
We
to
are.
that California pinball show.
Yes, you can catch us at the California Extreme on the July 22nd, I believe.
No, that's when we leave.
That's the last day of it. So that weekend.
Yeah. So we we're gonna get like a huge like vlog show. We're gonna
21st to the 22nd. That's when it is.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a vlog show. We're gonna get like all this stuff, all these reviews for pinball and arcade games. It's gonna be boneless.
It is.
It's gonna be homeless. Now on to D news.
What news have you got for us?
Well, first it's your news. So,
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. We'll switch it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Got some Spider-Man PS4
That's
Origin
right.
games.
Spider-Man PS4 Origin.
I have reviewed the trailer that's on the channel, but so I know what you're talking about. So
Exactly.
Go right
So, from what I've gathered, this game is not drawing from any of the movies, and it's drawing more from like a nice blend of the Amazing Spider-Man and the Ultimate Spider-Man series. So, I think that would be pretty cool. See how they take both of those and combine the best of both.
Yeah, like, what do you mean, like comics or movies?
No,
'Cause-
comics.
Okay, good. But yeah, so
Definitely comics.
I thought you meant like movies. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
no, that ain't the
No.
way. That ain't the way.
There already is an Ultimate Spider-Man game, and that is probably tied with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 video game as the two best ones ever, in my opinion. So, that's what it has to live up to. We'll see how it does.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the trailer for it. It's like the gameplay trailer.
Yeah,
It's kind of interesting, to say
Yeah.
the least. I mean, I don't know why, but Spider-Man's got like this big white spider on his chest.
he does, doesn't he?
It's kind of distracting. Like, why would you do that if you're like, I mean, I get it, he's like big and bright and all that, but even in the nighttime, those colors aren't like big and bright. But if you got like a big white spider on, like when you're in the nighttime, it's kind of just like a big target or whatever. So why would you do that? But anyway,
Yeah, that's interesting. I noticed that.
yeah, I guess he kind of like goes in like this huge jail, right? It's like this huge, like, prison off the coast of New York City, I guess.
Could
where all
be.
the villains.
I'm not totally sure,
Well,
but
dang.
I don't know too much about this game yet, but I just found out about this today, actually, so this is like new news for me.
For you.
For others out there, maybe you're sitting there laughing at how stupid that was.
Yeah.
But hey,
Like
go
I
for
am.
it. I would be laughing at me too.
Like I am.
Hey, well laughed.
Yeah, well laughed. So anyway, here's some movie news coming at you.
All right, what do
from-
we got in the film world?
From the DC EU, I guess, whatever the hell they're calling it now.
Right.
So there's this new movie coming out. Okay, it's called Shazam. You know what Shazam is?
Let's see. Shazam.
Shazam is it's like this really powerful superhero. Imagine Superman, but having more power, but is a kid.
What is this guy?
Yeah.
What is this?
It's Shazam.
I've never heard of Shazam in my life.
It's like...
He was definitely not part of the Justice League.
Oh, he was.
Not the one that I saw on TV, but okay.
No, not the one you saw on TV, but he was in the comics part of the Justice League.
He looks like the Flash's like sibling or something.
He's like a 9-year-old kid.
He looks way older than 9.
Well, every time he says Shazam, he like has a special power where he like says Shazam, and also he transforms to like this 34-year-old, big, strong, hulking, muscular man that has all this power, but he still has the innocence of a child.
All right then. Well.
So anyway, David Levy, I think is his name. Not totally sure, but anyway, he's playing him. The Shazam. The Entertainment Weekly came out with these new, like, pictures and all that, and he's it looks pretty good. Like, I've heard a lot of drama. I've heard a lot of drama behind the scenes.
Really?
Yes, because I heard a lot of drama behind the scenes. Like, directors was just like flopping and all that, and no one was really casting. Like, there's a really problems like casting the guy and all that. And
all right, Shazam.
What's really weird is just like The Rock was casted first as Black Adam. It's like his arch nemesis.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's like the Rock was hired as the villain.
Yeah.
Before Shazam was even casted, and he's like has his own movie too.
There's The Rock as
Black Adam.
Black Adam, yeah.
Yeah, he's not even.
He's got that look on his face too.
He's not even in Shazam the movie.
I know.
It's really weird.
So he's in a Black Adam movie that's separate, is what it is.
Yeah, I think.
Huh.
He doesn't even have a cameo. He's like Black Adam is like Shazam's like arch nemesis. And up until recently, like only the nerdiest of nerds have known who Shazam is. But now, since The Rock has been cast as Black Adam, everyone's been like, "Hey, Shazam! Oh my gosh, Shazam!" You know, it's like, really? Why would you? It's really weird. It's so. I don't get it. And plus, they're using like CGI again to like.
Oh no, not the prequels.
No, not that.
They're not going that far.
Have you seen Justice League?
No, not the movie. I've seen the 60s TV series or 70s, whatever it was.
So in the movie, there's this big infamous like thing where like Henry Cavill, who played Superman, had to have his mustache CGI'd removed because like
I remember that.
And it looked
I've heard about
it.
That.
It looked awful. And Shazam, like the guy who plays Shazam in this movie, got really, really buff. And he even had like padding to like make him look even stronger. But
oh my god, that looks awful.
Yeah, that's Henry Cavill as Superman in Justice League. It's really bad.
You can see where it's at, actually.
Yeah, it's really bad. I know. But anyway,
oh my god.
It's But anyway, the guy who plays Shazam, he was like they CGI'd his body so they can like slim him down. It's really.
Oh no. I
don't understand why. You're buffing him up, then you're CGIing him to like be more slim. What the hell is up with this? This is not good.
No, it's not.
That is like stupid. They are wasting billions and billions of dollars.
You're right.
At Warner Bros. I mean, the pictures kind of got me looking forward to it.
Right.
Like, I want to see what this movie is.
Yeah.
And the whole idea of, like, a little kid being, like, one of the most powerful heroes of all time kind of got my intrigue still.
I bet, yeah.
But still, it's just, like, it looks like it's going to be more of the same. Like, why would you do this?
Is it just like a generic superhero flick? Is that what you're saying?
No, it looks like it's gonna be like a crappy movie like Justice League. it looks like it's gonna be.
That's what I meant by generic, I guess.
And what's also weird is like they use a ton of CGI, a crap ton, and
But not as much as George though. Apparently,
not as much as George, I guess. But like they get pretty damn close.
Wow.
I don't even
Wow.
think Marvel uses that much
Really?
CGI. I mean, I
Huh.
know they do. I know they use a lot, but not like overextending it and like making it look crappy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Shazam. Shazam looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks.
The photos are out, and yeah, it
Looks
looks pretty
cool.
boneless.
I may have to check that out myself, man.
Yeah. So
You just
anyway,
might. All right.
on to the next.
Shall
bit of
we
news.
review it up?
No.
No? More
next,
news.
The next to the news.
Next to the news. Right. So, we have this, got a pinball show. So, for those of you following us from the UK, head on over to 10 miles northwest of Cambridge in the eastern part of the country, and you can go check out the East Anglian Pinball Weekend Show. So, in the States, most of our conventions have vendors, guest speakers, hundreds of games, latest titles, competitive tournaments, nerd comics, slam and flippers. It's true.
It's true. It's true.
But you know what? The good old White Horse Inn and with the East Anglian Pinball Weekend in it has none of that. That's right, folks. None of that is there. This is an event that has been going on since 2006 and is more of a low-key event that goes on in a local pub, it looks like. And looks like people bring games in, but there's not a whole lot of games there. As a matter of fact, the most games, here's the lineup. There's 13. I'm gonna read them all. It's that short. Simpsons Pinball Party, Fish Tales, the Avengers Pro Model, Mustang Pro Model, like the car that I'll have. Eye of the Tiger, Jackpot, that one's funny. Dialed In, we got Terminator 2, yeah boy! Flash, the first one I ever had. Aerosmith Pro, Medieval Madness, which is freaking amazing. Tale of the Arabian Nights, which is another good one. And Earth, Wind, and Fire. That is the entire show.
Well, daggum.
How about that?
I
just listed the entire show.
I mean,
And there's nothing else.
SFG has more.
Oh yeah, SFGE is like...
It looks like it's taking place in a pub.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's in a bar.
It's in a pub.
Like, I'll take another round there, mate. I think I'll play the pinball, mate. Just something like that.
So yeah, I mean that looks pretty fun, I guess. I mean,
it's cool.
Why
but
do they have like a? Why is it so small?
Our local place, Portal Pinball in Kennesaw, is probably bigger than this, and those games are always there. So, yeah, I can't say I'd want to go see this. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm glad that they have it happen, but it's just. I mean,
It's like
if that's all you got, I feel like you might as well just make it a permanent thing.
make an arcade.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
I mean-
really funny.
I mean, maybe it's. I mean, did they have it? Were they small in like the swaps, or whatever?
I don't even
The swap
think there's a
meets?
swap meet.
No, I mean,
You're talking about the Atlanta Pin swap.
yeah. Is that like,
No. The Atlanta Pin swap was bigger than this.
wow.
And
Well,
that was in a warehouse.
Well, you gotta keep this in mind too. Like this is Britain, and Britain doesn't. I mean, most of these games are
Pinball's
like
fairly popular over there. Maybe
Yeah, I
not
guess,
like
but
it
it's
is
like-
here, but it's still fairly popular, I'd say.
those are more like American pinball.
No,
and
these are all
machines.
American companies. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're housed here, so it's kind of hard to get them
Good point.
over to England.
Good point. You gotta ship them over, and then you gotta
Costs a
transform the
lot.
voltage from
Costs a
to
lot. Yeah, costs a lot
whatever
of
to,
money.
knock it down to the voltage the machine uses, and yeah, it's
Costs a lot. of
easier
money to
said
get
than
them over
done.
here.
Yeah, a lot of money with shipping.
Well, yeah.
That's all I got though. How about you? Anything else in the movie world?
Yeah, well, of course there is.
Oh yeah. What do we got, mate?
All right, so here's the Marvel news, because all the DC people we're not biased. Marvel and DC are equal.
Yes, they're both good. They're both bad. They're both comics.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's
So
how it is.
have you remember Black Widow from the Avengers?
Yes.
She's the redhead hot woman that you probably know. Oh wait, he's looking it up, folks. Yeah, he ain't.
Gotta.
he ain't
Oh
getting this
yeah.
No, you ain't getting away with this. You don't know.
Actually, that's not who I was thinking of.
Of course not.
She's kind of cute though. I'll give her that. But no, I was thinking of the of Poison Ivy. That's DC anyway.
Oh my god.
I was thinking
Heresy.
of the Batman and
Heresy.
Robin movie with like, Hans, you're tormenting them. No.
Heresy. Anyway, so Black Widow is getting her own movie.
She is indeed. I did see
finally,
that.
She's finally getting her own movie. After about 10 years of being in the MCU, not having her own movie, but being like a side character, she's getting her own movie now.
Yes, Scarlett Johansson is back in black. You know.
Oh, gosh.
That's
yeah.
all of my Brian Johnson impersonations for the day.
Not good. Anyway, so it's really
Who's her baby?
they are going ahead with it. It's like 4 confirmed movies beyond Avengers 4. There's Spider-Man Far From Home.
Why is she
There's
like hugging on to Spider-Man?
That's not.
Nope. That's not
Get
Scarlet.
off the computer. That's
not
her.
Scarlet. My bad.
So anyway,
Sorry.
there's Spider-Man Far From Home. There's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and I think it's Doctor Strange 2. I think that's another confirmed one. And then we have Black Widow. This movie seems very, very similar to Red Sparrow, which is a Jennifer Lawrence movie that just came out fairly recently that I don't expect you to know, but it's like this Russian spy who gets into this academy or something like as a young age and is abused and tormented until she's like a killer machine and like covert spy.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, when many people watched the movie, people were like, "Hey, this is the Black Widow movie we all wanted."
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Huh.
They landed their director. Her name's Kate Shortland.
Kate Shortland, huh?
She's she made some indie movies that I have never heard of in the least, and yeah, it seems like they are going ahead with this movie finally. I mean, personally, I think Black Widow does fine with just by herself. I mean, we're getting a Captain Marvel movie, which is, a woman movie, a woman superhero movie. So
Nice.
really, there's, I mean, I will say that she's got the most potential for the side superheroes like Falcon and Hawkeye and all those other heroes that don't have their own movies.
Right.
But yeah, I just never really wanted to see a Black Widow movie that bad.
I'd see it just to look at her.
Yeah, I guess, but it's yeah. It exists.
It does exist.
It's gonna happen. So let's see if it rocks like every other Marvel movie in existence, except for a couple.
Is it going to rock your socks? Let us find out.
Let us find out. All right, guys. Now we're gonna get on to the reviews.
That's right. Let's review away, shall we?
Yes, you go first.
All right. Thank you.
A review that we both, a video game, movie, or whatever, like video game, pinball, arcade machine, or whatever that we both have played before. Give us the rundown, son.
So this is a game that I own, that I bought to be played on your Switch.
And I now own it.
Oh, you bought your own copy?
I did buy my
Oh,
own copy,
cool.
yes.
I didn't know that. That game is Super Mario Odyssey, said Charles Martinet for us.
That is a great game.
It is a good game. Wow. I haven't gotten the chance to play it all the way through. Slam has, and I'm sure he can tell you how great it is.
Oh yeah.
From the bits I played, it was one of the best Mario games they've come out with in a while. It's up there with Super Mario 64 and Sunshine and, obviously
Galaxy.
the original. Galaxy's good too. I think this one's better than Galaxy.
Galaxy's underrated, I guess.
Nah, I wouldn't say it's underrated. I'd just say this one's that good.
Yeah. I mean, the story is pretty simple, which is really good because anyone can play it. I don't know why. I guess it's like their flagship thing, but Nintendo does a really great job with at least most Mario stuff. I mean, I've never heard of a Mario game being at least good. Like, worse than good.
What about Hotel Mario?
I've never heard of that game.
Remember, nice of the princess to invite us over for a picnic, eh, Luigi?
I thought that was a TV show.
You'd think it was, but it's not.
It's a game?
Yes.
Well,
it's
crap.
the worst Mario game ever made. Oh,
Was it
man,
officially made by Nintendo?
Kinda, sorta.
Well, then it's not real, then.
Yes.
It's not a definite yes, then it ain't real.
We'll get into that later.
But anyway, Super Mario Odyssey, boneless.
Yes.
I will say this, though. The city... The city that
Yes.
keeps on, like... That is, like, advertised through hell and back for this
Oh
game.
yeah, that's right.
It's like in the sixth... It's like in the sixth level, or the sixth or seventh level. Like,
They make you wait for it.
It is a long, long time before you get there.
It's a cool level though.
And I spent like months trying to get it.
I remember all those days up in that bedroom, sitting in your chair before going to your business classes to play some Super Mario Odyssey, and then I'd go.
It's just
to
it's just so
yeah.
But once you get there, it's like the hype was just kind of for nothing.
Yeah,
to an extent.
I mean, I think it's a cool level.
It's a good design.
It pays homage to the original Donkey Kong.
Oh, by the way,
there's cool.
There is a lot of there's a lot of Easter eggs in this game too from previous Mario games. Like, there's some sections where you're playing like 2D Mario.
Yeah.
Which is from the original
Super Mario Brothers.
The original, like the arcade game and all that too.
There's not an arcade game, but okay.
Yes, there is. There's Donkey Kong.
You're talking about
I'm talking Donkey Kong. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, Donkey Kong arcade games. There we got
Mario Bros.
Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo Entertainment System. We got a lot of retro stuff thrown into the mix here. What a great game! What a great experience! What a great console!
Also, there's the what happens at the very end is actually pretty good too. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, just hop, skip, and a beat to like maybe 5 minutes after this, I guess. So
sure.
Mario, there's his hat that like possesses people, I guess, and Mario, I guess, possesses Bowser, right?
Yeah, he
So-
takes on the Bowser form.
He defeats Bowser,
As
and
Bowser, I guess.
yeah,
Which is weird, but cool.
he defeats Bowser. He becomes Bowser to go through all this like stuff and all that, and destroy all this crap. And then at the very end,
Oh yeah,
Mario's
the ending was like weird. I remember this.
Yeah, Mario's asking for like a kiss or something from Peach. And
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
she was like, "Heck no!"
She just
Women
turned
power.
him down, and that was the end.
Yeah.
We were like, "Are you kidding me?"
Like, are you kidding? What the heck is this crap?
That was a nice touch, though. It was funny.
Yeah, but then for some reason
But
the
it
game.
felt unrewarding at the same time.
Yeah,
But
but
it
then
was funny.
for some reason the game just continued.
Yeah,
until,
games like that usually continue on anyway.
Is there ever an ending then?
You beat the game's main objective, but you can like go back and get all the moons if you want. Super Mario 64 is the same way.
But what happens when you get all the moons then? Do you just like...
There's probably some other special thing that happens, I guarantee it.
alright. Well, whatever. Anyway,
I'm not sure, actually.
it's a great game, great design.
It is.
It's the best looking Mario game I've ever seen
It
in my
is.
life.
It's
The hair actually looks like it's kind of hair.
yeah, I know. It's like got a nice texture to it.
The hat is alive now, which is pretty...
I think
Funny.
he lost his actual hat in this.
No, his actual hat was destroyed, but then this hat cloud comes in, and he's just like, "Hey, I'll be your hat." And I'm like, "Okay, okay, great. Let's
Maybe
let's go."
Mario gets a new hat later.
I don't know, but whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, his hair does look textured. Look at that.
Yeah,
I'm looking
it
up
does.
pictures.
it looks very texturized.
Man, how many times is he gonna be in this position? Grand Theft Mario 5.
Oh boy,
That would be funny.
now for Hendry's computer corner where he looks up all this random crap. Anyway,
Sure.
great
That's it.
game. I give it a boneless A.
I would too. That's a good grade for it.
Probably, I wouldn't say A+ because Peach and all that stuff in the end, and I guess it's not spoil it
that
for the.
was disappointing.
I don't know, it's just kind of weird, and the fact that it took a very long time to get to the city, I guess, and took a long time to get through the
It really did, didn't
the
it?
lands, I guess.
Yeah, it did.
Like a lot of strategic strategizing, especially for a man now, and this is supposed to like genre for like kids, so
Yeah.
this takes a while, which is probably the goal, but
Yeah,
still.
there's a good side to that, but for those of us with ADHD like me, I would probably play that for a while and then just put it down and do something else.
You might be wondering why we haven't gotten into the story yet. Well, that's because it's like every other Mario game.
It's
Bowser.
in depth,
Like Bowser
Bowser gets
loses
Peach,
gets Peach, and like
Mario wins.
Mario has to go find her, and
The-
Mario wins, and all that.
On the surface, it is the same, but past that, it gets in depth.
A little bit.
But we're not going to go into that because we would be here probably
Forever.
for
and ever.
hours.
Amen. But anyway.
And that's all I got for that one. Slim, what do you got for us?
Well, I got a movie that you have seen and that I have seen, and that's pretty boneless.
What is that movie?
Me Before You.
Oh, yes.
The whitest movie
The
ever
white,
made.
yeah, I guess you
My gosh.
probably not on purpose, but yeah.
Not,
it was like
not on purpose, but it was like really
it's still funny.
extremely white. Oh my gosh. I don't think there was a single I don't even think there was like a non-white person in the movie. They were all like British people. It's like the whitest British movie I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, Slim, I didn't know you were in it.
Yeah, so anyway, it's about like
Emilia Clarke
Emilia
is
Clarke.
looking sexy.
Yeah.
AF. Slam's over here as Slam
it's about
Claflin.
let me just go through the plot before you start looking at all the crap on the computer.
It's just
So,
okay, fine.
yeah. Yes. So
All
anyway,
right.
this is a romantic comedy, quote unquote, I guess. Kind of harkens back to the old '90s comedies that you would see or whatever, where this guy who's like this top businessman who's young. I mean, it never fails. But anyway, he gets in a car wreck. He's like paralyzed from the neck down,
Oh, really?
and he lives with his parents. And Emilia Clarke comes in to like nurse him because all his other nurses were like, "I can't deal with this." Slowly but surely, they grow closer to each other. Emilia Clarke's charm wins him over. They go to the beach. They kiss a lot, and then they fall in love.
But I don't think they can smash. I think that's
Well,
isn't that why the end happened the way it did?
no,
No.
that's not the reason why.
Oh, well,
But-
what's the reason then?
Well, technically they kind of can, I guess. I mean, he's still got. I think it's still. I think this is getting kind of gross, but
It's
it
human
kind of
nature.
works. All the stuff for that, I think, still works, but whatever. Anyway, I thought it was a very well put together movie. It's not the best movie I've seen, but it did put a smile on my face. I put it on this background noise because sometimes I like to have like romantic comedies just be like, hey, whatever. It's just
Yeah, I get it. I totally get that.
it's based on the novel Me Before You.
Right?
The thing is, though, it's just like it's got all the romantic comedy like twerks to it, like all the romantic comedy stereotypes.
You know
Like-
what though?
They are so successful, and yet the only thing they can't get is love.
They loved each other, I thought.
Until
I
the
kinda
end, where
felt
they
like
find
actually
love. Until the end,
fair
where they
enough.
find love. But
Here's what I've noticed. I've always been told that these romantic comedies portray the man that's like working hard to please the woman, but of the ones I've seen in recent times, none of them ever seem to portray that too much, except for Lucas.
yeah, which we will be talking about
Another day.
another day. But anyway, yeah, I mean,
That's
it
good though.
kind of comes and goes. Really, I've seen movies where that was not the case, but
Oh, okay. I'm sure they're out there.
AKA Twilight. But anyway,
Oh god. Not Twilight.
yeah, Twilight, man. Anyway, this movie, I mean, they kind of play off the they kind of play around with the formula a little bit, but still staying true to the romantic comedy formula, I guess. Up until the end. The end is where it kind stops. He's looking up Hotel Mario. He's not even paying attention. The heck, son?
I'm getting ready for my part. Keep going.
Anyway,
Not stopping,
so
man. Keep going.
This is gonna be spoilers. So again, fast forward 5 minutes to avoid the spoilers. for the
All
movie.
right.
So throughout the movie, the guy wants to die because he doesn't feel like he's living up to his potential, like he was when he was moving around and all that. And throughout the movie, Emilia Clarke is trying her best to, like, help him to realize that he can, but in the end, he just doesn't care, and he dies. He goes to Switzerland and commits suicide. But
Yeah.
he gives her money so she can live her life, like go out and not like be stuck down from her family and all that, and just have to be like, you gotta have a job in order to support your family. he does everything in his power to make sure that she can go out and live her life, which is a good statement. But I mean, he's helping out her family. She doesn't have to really think about other people before herself, and she actually takes the initiative to go out and do it. And you know what?
What's that?
Game of Thrones kind of cemented Emilia Clarke, but this one I think she was playing herself, because in real life I've noticed that in interviews she's really quirky and really like funny, giggly, and all that. And
that's my favorite type.
Yeah, she comes across like, yeah, she's not really acting. So I kind of give the movie props for that.
That's good.
They hired people to really fit the roles.
That's good.
So yeah,
that's good. I'm glad they did that. I agree with you there. She did a good job in that.
Like, all the acting in the movie was actually not bad. So yeah, not Oscar worthy, but not bad. It could have been far worse. Like I've seen in other films. But other than that, I give it a solid. B. I give it a solid B.
It's a good B movie.
It is a good B movie. Oh snap! Retcon B movie. Anyway.
Lol, good one.
So yes, now it's time for the part where we review stuff we have not done. So, like for instance, the Hendra is going to review a video game or whatever that I have not played, and then I'm going to review a movie or TV show or whatever that he has not seen or read or whatever. So, kick it off, Hendra. What do we got?
So today's or whatever is...
Oh yeah, this is the segment. Or whatever. There we go.
The or whatever segment.
The or whatever segment. There we go. We're just building this podcast as we go along.
You got it. All right. Well, what we got tonight is I've actually got two games that are so similar in their nature that I think they need to be treated in the same review.
Oh, well, then I got two movies too. So
well, I'm going to keep it shorter though.
Well,
so one movie for you, mate.
No.
Yeah. No. Yes, one movie.
No.
And here we go. Hotel Mario. Oh man, what a game this is.
Just brought this up out of the cold blue.
Oh yeah, Hotel Mario.
Baby, I want to touch your golly.
Yes. Before we get into it, fun fact, the voice actor who voiced Mario, who is not the guy in all the newer Mario games, remade the scene and redid the voice, and he makes it more like rated R. He's like, I want it to do me in spaghetti sauce, baby. I want to touch your garlic bread. This is kind of fucked up, you know. But,
memes. Memes.
Oh, this is a memeable thing if there ever was. Hotel Mario was a game developed by Nintendo. Actually, no, I take that back. Nintendo did not develop it.
Which is kind of weird.
It is. It was developed by Fantasy Factory and Philips. And yeah, so this was for the one and only crappy game console Philips ever made, called the Philips CDI.
Alright, so sell me on this. Why should I play this game? Go.
Because it is so bad that it's hilarious. And now I'm not talking about the gameplay. This is a game you play just to watch the cutscenes. It's one of those. The cutscenes are that epic. You got some great quotable meme lines in this. You got all kind of stuff like, you know what they say, all toasters toast toast. It's one of my favorites. We have another one is, hey you, get off of my cloud. And we got Luigi, who's like
Maybe a Koopa will lend us his light if we persuade him.
It's just like hilarious, cheesy stuff like that. And the gameplay itself is basically a puzzle game where Mario is going around a hotel, and the object of each level is to shut all the doors. That's it. You shut the doors. Shut all the doors, you go to the next level. However, you got the traditional Mario enemies in there that can...
Sounds like the most boring game ever.
Yeah, it really is. The enemies can kill you. A lot of times you'll stand in front of a door and you'll be going to open it and you die. You die a lot, I hear. Never played this, but I want to, just because of the cutscenes.
Never played this.
But it's just that good. And then, since that's all I got for this, I also want to mention another hilarious one, which is Mario's Game Gallery. And that was that may have been the first game where Charles Martinet voiced Mario, but I'm not totally sure. I could be wrong on that one. It's either that game or it's Mario Teaches Typing 2, one or the other.
Mario Teaches Typing 2.
Yeah.
See,
they made a sequel.
They made multiple Mario Teaches Typing.
I'll talk about that one next time. It's up there with Hotel Mario. So Mario's Game Gallery is where it was actually it's a Microsoft DOS PC game is what it is. And I think they released 2 versions of it called Mario's Game Gallery, and then there's another one, Mario's Fundamentals or something like that. I don't know why, because I think they're like the same thing, as far as I know. Mario's Game Gallery seems to be more common, but what happens is you load up the game, Mario starts announcing all the people that made the game. He's like, Interplay proudly presents Mario's Game Gallery. It's funny. We got you can play checkers and backgammon and Go Fish and it's not Yahtzee, but no, Yahtzee's a trademark thing. It's not that. There's a 4th one I'm forgetting, but basically you can play against Mario in some really common generic board games.
Interesting.
It's one of those games that's just obscure, but it's got some, like Hotel Mario, it has some quotable lines in it, like Go fish? That's the main one. He's like, Go fish? I would like to have your little toadies.
Okay.
And your big booze. And of course, someone mixed that up to make him say big boobies, which is
Of course.
pretty funny.
Of course they did.
And yeah, so to answer your rhetorical statement earlier, there are bad Mario games out there.
I guess so.
So
yeah.
that's all I got. Slam, why don't you tell us what
first, let me
movie I haven't heard of?
Well, first, let me tell you this.
Oh, really?
You kind of got me a little bit interested in the Hotel Mario.
Good luck affording it. It's expensive.
No wonder, because it's like hilarious, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like The Room. It's so bad it's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot like The Room, I guess.
But yeah, but you didn't get me really on board with the
Mario's Game Gallery.
Mario's Game Gallery.
That one's not really to the cheesiness level that it's hilarious. It's kind of that level that you don't want it to be.
Yeah, it's kind of like, meh.
If
whatever,
you're a
whatever.
die-hard Mario Nintendo fan like me, then yeah. I remember I played it, I think I found the file online and downloaded it or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, listen, I'm a
It's out
diehard,
there.
I'm a diehard Batman fan, but
True.
even I don't own every single thing there is.
Oh,
About
I
Batman.
don't either. Neither do I. I don't own every Mario thing ever.
Like I don't like.
Especially the newer stuff.
Yeah, but what? Whatever. All right. So
There
since
you
you
go.
did 2, I did 2.
All right,
So
fine.
here we
That'll
go.
work.
So there's this director that is actually coming on the radar now that I've kind of gotten interested in,
Really?
and his name is Taika Waititi.
Taiko Waititi.
No, it's
No, not that kind of Taiko.
No, it's a he's from New Zealand, and he's making more New Zealand films nowadays, more than the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. Kind of trying to get away from the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit type movies. And I'm going to review 2 of his movies. One is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Really?
Yes, it's like that good. And one is actually a really nice movie. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty boneless. But here we are. One of my favorite movies of all time. It's called What We Do in the Shadows. Have you seen The Office?
I have seen The Office.
Well, finally,
whether
you
I
see
liked
something.
it or not, I saw The Office.
Well, did you? Oh yeah, you didn't like it because they don't do any work. Okay.
Well, I mean, the show's funny. I just saw it that many times.
Okay. Well,
It was always on.
imagine The Office,
Okay.
but with vampires and werewolves and mythical creatures in New Zealand.
I'll pass on that one fast.
No. Oh no. This one's actually really good.
Not for me. I
you
don't
would
like
re-
the sound of
no,
it at all.
You would really enjoy this. Let me tell you. It's
All
like
right, really.
it's like a bunch of.
All right,
It's like
sell me on this one then.
Oh, I'm gonna try. Here,
All right.
It's about 3. It's about these like 3 New Zealand vampire slackers that,
Really?
that live in an apartment
Oh,
by
really?
themselves. Yeah.
Huh, okay.
And they don't do any. There's like no. They don't have a job really. They just like go around Wellington or whatever, just trying to like find people to suck blood off of, and it's like in a
Huh.
documentary type style, like The Office is.
Okay.
That's what I meant by like it's The Office and all that. There's this,
Oh,
this like really creepy like.
actually, that might be funny.
Yeah.
You're starting to sell me on it.
Yeah, you remember the Nosferatu type of vampire, I guess, where he's like really bald and like really disgusting looking.
Oh,
and he's
the
like
one
a
who's-
monster, more like a monster, not like
The
I want the
stereotypical.
thought. I want to suck your blood,
Oh,
not
no,
like that.
Not the stereotypical.
He's like bald and here. Look on your.
The Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I guess it's like bald and all that. Look on your phone. Look
Let's
it up.
see.
Nosferatu vampire. But anyway, that guy's in there, and it's like all these random like vampires that have been like had sucked their blood and all that, been turned into vampires from like years and years and years. One's like 800 years old. One's like 8,000 years old.
I've never seen this vampire in my life.
That's
but-
him. That's like the guy. That's like the original vampire that lives with them. It's like this really, really old guy. He doesn't even talk. But it's really funny. And it's like the youngest guy there is like, I don't know, 200 years old? 300 years old or something like that?
This movie's about 100 years old from
No,
what I
not
can tell.
No, that's just
1922.
that is that's just an example from one of the vampires in the movie. So get rid of that.
Alright.
So, but the other, it's like that's one of them.
What's
but like,
the name of this again?
What We Do in the Shadows.
I'm gonna look that up.
And the funniest
Yeah.
part in the entire movie is like they try to lure these groups of people.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, there he is. See that?
Is that the guy from Parks and Rec?
Where?
Right there.
No.
Oh, good. I don't like him.
But anyway.
I don't
So-
like him at all.
Okay, so stop looking it up. Let me tell you about it.
All right.
So there's this. So the funniest part of the entire movie is when this guy comes in. They like try to lure people in to like suck their blood and all that and feast on them.
Right.
And this one guy tries to escape, but the old guy, like the old vampire,
Right.
he attacks him, like out of the cold blue,
Huh.
turns into a vampire, and they're all just like, "Oh hey, what's going on?" You know,
What?
like the next time you see him, like a few months pass, and after you see him, he just like comes through the window. It's like, "Oh hey guys, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh hey, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? How you doing?"
What the hell?
That is like the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life. And this Stu,
So like,
and this
calm.
guy Stu, like the guy, like the normal guy over there,
Stu looks like a New Zealander. He
is.
just does. He looks
Well-
like he's from that area.
Well, he is, and he's like the funniest thing about the movie, because normally they don't care for humans, but they will not eat Stu because Stu's awesome. He introduces them to the internet and all that, and
they like Stu. He's like, hey, what's going on? You know.
yes,
Then-
they love Stu.
You gotta
Stu's
get
a great
online,
guy.
yeah. And then they
Yeah.
get online.
Yeah, it is a fantastic movie. I give it an A+. As soon as I finished watching it, it was like shot up to like my number 8 greatest movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Alright, I may have to check this out. That does sound
yes.
intriguing. You
This
may
is
have.
great. It is
I'm considering the purchase. But I don't know if I'm 100% sold.
It's on Amazon Prime. If you got Amazon Prime, it's free. It is
I was talking about a figurative purchase, though.
well,
not-
yeah, but if you want to see it,
Yeah.
you can watch it for free on Amazon Prime.
All right, I just might do that.
It is a great film. But
All
anyway,
right, cool.
for the second movie, it is another one. It is called Boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, it's
Boy.
it's
All right.
it's about this kid named Boy, who
It's like my nickname from my mother.
yeah, he's it's in the 80s in New Zealand. He loves Michael Jackson.
It's also in New Zealand.
Yeah, this guy,
Okay.
the director, tries his best to like make movies
It's
in New
the same
Zealand.
director. Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Gotcha.
New Zealand's known for like the Lord of the Rings
That and like sheep farming or something like
and
that.
sheep farming. That's it. And everyone hates the fact that they're known only for the Lord of the Rings. So Taika Waititi, what he does is try to make movies in New Zealand to try to get people out of the mindset that it's all like Lord of the Rings, it's all like beautiful landscapes and all that, when it's really not.
Yeah,
It's just like,
I get it.
yeah, they act like normal people. And so Boy is about this kid who's got like a slacker father who's in a gang, and he comes over and is like, "Hey, I'm your dad. How you doing?" And he's
Hello,
like,
I'm your dad.
"Yeah,
How you doing? Yeah, I'm Dan Bacon.
literally, he just comes out of the cold blue, and he's just like pulls into like the drive-through, pulls in like the parking lot or whatever the heck he is, like,
The car park, yeah.
and like
That's what it's
in his
called
house,
over
like the whatever the
Driveway?
thing is. The driveway, yeah.
Oh,
I don't even know why I blanked on that, but
it's
anyway,
okay.
he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he's like, "I'm doing good. How are you?" And it's like, "I'm doing great. Hey, guess what? I'm your dad." "Oh,
That
hey,
didn't
how you
sound
doing?"
like New Zealand, but I
Oh,
get the idea.
Michael Jackson.
And,
I've seen
Michael Jackson.
I've seen a lot of I've seen pretty much every movie that he's directed now, and now I've gotten the accents fairly well.
It's almost there.
90% there.
I'd
But
say
anyway.
more like 75, but
No, I see.
I work with a New Zealander, so I hear it a lot.
Well, great. So anyway,
Great, you know.
so it's all
Cool.
about growing up and all that. It's about like life, I guess, growing up, what you're going to be. You're going to be better than your like a slacker dad or whatever. It's actually a very touching, very funny, dramatic movie. It's about like what we do in the shadows is like strictly comedy, but this is like a life movie, and I give it probably a B+ or A- or something like that. So yeah.
His dad comes up and says,
Hello there, g'day. I'm your father. They're like, I'm your dad.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just like, hey, how you
Your
doing?
mom
I'm your
died. I don't know if she died
Hey,
or not.
how you doing? I'm your dad.
Hey. Hello,
They are-
how you doing?
They
I'm
are.
your dad.
The
That's
thing
really
about
funny.
the thing about New Zealanders is that they are like they're like the Canadians. They're like
yeah, they
better,
seem pretty friendly.
They are very friendly. They're very upfront. They're like the Canadians of the world, really.
I will say the one that I know in real life, he seems pretty quiet and kind of shy,
Well,
actually. But
Yeah, I guess. But
I get the
all got,
overall
like,
gist is
yeah, they all got like
he
personalities,
seems nice.
but
He's pretty cool.
the movies that Taika Waititi has directed, like every New Zealander is kind of like, oh hey, how you doing? Yeah. It's like they're not fazed by anything. They're just like, oh well, okay, how you doing?
Yeah, he seems like that actually.
He's just
Yeah.
like, oh, there's a skunk there. Oh, hey, how you doing,
He
skunk?
just
How you doing?
seems like he's just like all right with whatever.
There's, oh hey, there's crap on my car. Oh okay.
Oh no.
like,
Oh well, I'll
thank
clean it
you
off later.
Thank you for that. I'll do it later. Whatever. It is hilarious. New Zealanders, thank you, New Zealanders, for existing. You're not, I'm not trying to be racist, but you guys are great. I love you
That's
guys.
not racist because it's not an insult.
Okay, well, thank you.
Shout out to my boy Gareth Murphy at SKF Flowery Branch.
Shout
for
out to
being
New Zealanders.
An awesome New Zealand electrician.
Yes.
You are the man.
I will have full reviews for pretty much every movie
Yes.
Taika Waititi has made.
There you go.
I want to watch every movie he's ever made.
All right.
So anyway, yeah, there we go. Boneless.
Bonus indeed.
So, for our next podcast, we are going to talk about the Wheels of Fortune
The Wheel of Fortune game on the Wii.
on the Wii. So, if
And-
you want to play that quickly, just to see what it's all about,
Oh
go right
man,
ahead.
we got some great stories to tell about that one.
Oh, yes, we do.
That and we
Hopefully,
talking about Mario teaches typing too.
yeah. Hopefully, review. Hopefully, the podcast will be out like on Thursday as scheduled. But whatever stuff in life could happen.
I guess Slam had a bit of a change in his work schedule this
Yeah,
time, so that
I had a rough.
kind of
life
got in the
for
way. Got busy. It
That-
happens.
wasn't really work schedule. It's just like whatever. But anyway,
Fair enough. It all happens.
we got
life,
the next movie we're gonna talk about.
What is that movie?
The Disaster Artist.
The Disaster Artist. Oh, a
Is-
good one that I've never heard of.
It's behind the scenes of the Room, like what happened on
Oh,
the Room set.
a good one that I have heard of and watched.
Yes.
Actually, I remember that one now.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's a cool film.
It should have won Oscars, but because of James Franco and his idiocracy, it didn't. But
Yeah.
it is a great movie. Pretty much every comedian working today is in it. So we will talk about
Yeah.
that on our next podcast. So yeah. And with that, it is the end of an era. The end of the D podcast.
At the end of the era, that was a very short-lived era, but okay.
It was. It's not the end of this not the end of the podcast run. We're going to continue with these podcasts, going through life and all that. We are.
You got it. You got it.
Get ready for more commentaries. Get ready for more vlogs for us touring America going forward and all that.
Right,
Look forward
right.
to more. What else? More stuff coming your way. I'm Slam Stapleton. This is the Skits the Wild
You
Hen
got
Dry.
Skits the Wild Hendry himself, and we will see you next week.
Heck
Have a
yeah.
good one.
Adios.